that's what it takes to go to LA from here too.
Yeah, yeah. But usually traffic's not so bad.
Ah, where you're going?
Yeah, Phoenix. Well, it can get bad, but it's not usually so bad at time of day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's good.
So who else is here? Anyone else?
Yeah, Batool is here.
Hi, Batool. Yeah, I'm good. Good. I'm out for a walk because I've been getting so weak.
See that. The weather looks nice.
Yeah, it's gorgeous. It's a nice breeze. It's probably in the 90s, but there's a nice breeze.
It's better.
And it's a dry heat.
It looks nice, very nice.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if I do screen share, are you going to be able to see?
I think I can see up to 4 screens. Or it's screen share. I don't know. Yeah, give it a try.
I'm just gonna do the the little introductory slideshow.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good.
So my computer is going very slowly today. I had to get off of the Zoom and get back on again. I didn't even know you two were there.
Oh, now it's coming up.
Okay.
Yeah, it's showing start the screen share.
Yeah,
Okay.
there it is.
Oh, good. Slowly. Come, computer. It says it's pausing the screen share. Okay. I'm gonna try again, but maybe I won't actually do the slideshow. I might just do the slides.
Just read it, right?
What?
You could just read it.
Yeah. Oh, what's that? It looks like it. All right, can you see this?
Oh, I just see your face.
Oh,
I saw it before.
okay. Yeah, it's very little new stuff. Well, oh, but see, other people that I'm doing it for won't be able to see.
The recording, yes.
Yeah. And sometimes people watch on Facebook Live.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's see. Now I'll go. Oh, wait, someone's there. Maybe Sera. Yes, Sera has arrived.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
She's busier than I am.
Well, I'm really, really lucky to have both of you on, and Batool too. There's been so much going on for everybody,
Oh, okay.
but I don't see Sera now. I admitted her and she vanished. Huh.
Something.
Here, yes, over here, our schools have started.
Good.
Yeah, because it was a lockdown and now they started since yesterday, since Monday again.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Great.
Yeah. Because online classes were going, teachers and everyone.
Yes.
hi, Sera.
Hey, hi.
Hi.
I got busy doing something and
Online, but teachers have to come, and some of the students who were unable to take online classes, they will attend physically now. So
Okay.
we are catering those kids. So like since morning till afternoon, it keeps on going
Okay.
like.
Right. Yeah. Okay, well, I had been trying to share the introductory slideshow. I guess I'll continue to do that. Let's see. Because it's brief. And I'm just going to go through the slides because this computer was not giving me the slideshow. It did eventually, but it took a really long time. So,
Okay.
welcome to Raising Happy Kids Zoom Show, episode 44. During this 1 hour show, I focus on sharing tips on the one rule to raising happy kids. Of the one rule in action, demonstrating how it helps you raise a happy child. When I talk about one rule equals fat harmony, where there are different conflict resolution strategy, adults, and this time. It's simple, it's easy, it's powerful and effective. Let's use it. I'm glad. Okay. So I've been kind of working on something, and it's a program I'm putting together to send out to people. Like it would be great if UPF and Women's Federation were interested in this. I have decided that I'm going to be giving my latest book out and people can make that available to anybody. I'm putting together, I have to put together a new website. So I am putting that together. And on that, you'll be able to sign up to get the book. But if organizations want to give it out to their people, they don't have to necessarily sign up. And then the other thing that I've decided is, like Leslie's been getting the access to the membership for a long time now, and she pays $1 a month, and that's what I want to make available for everyone, that they can get access to that. And then of course there's this weekly show. So I'll probably be sending things out to you about that, but I wanted to let you know. It feels really important to me to share this knowledge with people, because it's so simple, and a lot of things must have come up during this time that everyone was forced to be so closely together. And so this could be really helpful for that. So anyway, that was something. If the next time that I connected with you, Leslie and Sera, I wanted to bring this up.
Wow, that's good news, Karen. Awesome.
It is. It's wonderful.
Wow. All right. Cool. Well, I've started the letter, and I sent to Batool. I sent quite a while ago. I sent her one of the UPF newsletters. They'd had some kind of, it was put on by the World Bank, and it was a couple years ago, and it was in Bali, some event. And at this event, they put out something. I have it, I will send it to both of you also. It's has to do with benefiting children. And it seems like this one rule fits in really well. And there's like, I don't know, 60 different organizations. UPF is one of them that signed that they are in support of this. So I'm going to be connecting with as many people as are interested. So that's part of what I've been working on. With it comes an affiliate program, so that if the organization wants to participate that way, they can get 50% of whatever anybody that signs up under their link for, it's theirs to do with as they like. So that's another part of this program. Of course, individuals can sign up as affiliates too. But anyway, it's all that is coming together. Now, if, okay, Batool, I haven't told you this yet because I wanted to send the letter to you that, but there've been some pretty significant changes to it. And so I haven't sent it out to you yet, even though I told you I was going to. Yeah. So at one point, I went into that time that you came on right at the end of the show, like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember.
Yeah, you came on briefly and you were like so enthusiastic. So I remembered that, and I went back and I transcribed what you said. So I was going to use it in the letter. And also a little bit of what Brian wrote. And I was going to ask Sera and Leslie if they could, I'll send you the letter first, but if there's any things you would like to have included in the letter. So, but you can decide that when you see it.
Okay, sounds great.
Cool, good.
Yeah, I'll look forward to seeing the letter.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, all right. I will get it out soon.
Aaron, you are so persevering. I'm really amazing.
Oh, good.
It is very, very wonderful. I feel like the children have a real advocate in you, Karen. Such an incredible advocate for the children.
Yes.
No, it's very, very beautiful.
And for
Oh,
the
nice.
families, because if the children are happy,
Yeah,
the
of
parents
course.
are happy.
Yes, the families,
everybody's happy.
especially. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But you're right, Sera, in terms of how this whole thing started. It was with the children wanting things to be good for them. It still is, but now I've expanded my abilities and I want it for everybody, really. So yeah, that's kind of how the one rule came up, because it's not just what the children want, but it's also what the children want, not just what the parents want or decide. So
right.
I think that's really important because even though you're a parent, it doesn't mean you necessarily understand different tools, or you've not been shown tools, you know.
Right.
You can hang a picture on a wall with a push pin, you know, but if somebody shows you like a little kit that has a actual picture hanging hook with like wire and something that's going to do the job like very much better, you know, it's not going to fall down later on. If somebody knocks against the wall, the push pin's going to fall out. You know, it's just like you don't know what you don't know.
Exactly. That's right. Yeah.
And I mean, everybody wants the same thing, but don't know how to get there from here.
Right. The thing is, and that's one thing about the one rule, is it's a way to get there from here.
Yeah.
And like one of the big changes that came in this letter was getting a clearer picture of what what would be desirable. And there's a sentence that I had in the letter, but it jumped out at me as this is something people really, really want, and I mean, would want. And that was that the children that grow up using the one rule in their family or in their life somehow, they not only are in the habit of creating peaceful situations, but they have the skills to maintain that peace once it's developed, whenever it's developed. They know how to do that. And that's something that is critical if there's going to be peace, is that people know how to work with it, maintain it, develop it, all of those things. And that's what the one rule can offer. So I was pretty excited to see that. Anyway, but I will send
Beautiful.
that on.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Because the thing is that if people don't have these skills consciously and even unconsciously, then even if a lot of peace work is done, the people that have to live it don't have the tools to keep it going and expand on it. And
Correct.
yeah. So I was thinking when I was listening to Mother Moon speaking.
The peace starts with me.
Yeah. That this one rule fits in really well with the thrust of what's being asked. So
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, right now we're focused on the blessing and
yes, I
getting
know.
couples to unite centered on God. But then the
Right.
next step is creating peace in the family.
Right.
Yeah, definitely.
And since that is my focus, right? I can be working alongside all kinds of people, helping those who are ready take this on to do it in their families.
Yes.
Because the thing is, once you try it, it feels so good for everybody, and people can see that they can get what they need and want, and sometimes even better than they imagined, by working together instead of in opposition. So
Right. Yeah, I mean, it's really wonderful, and there's no magic to creating peace in the family. It, of course, it helps if the father and mother are united.
definitely.
But even if they're united, there's very few couples that have the same point of view about child rearing, I'm sure. And then,
Right.
then you start to get into issues.
Yes.
Do it my way. No, do it my way. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's wonderful to have a third way, one that
Right.
works.
Right.
Well, especially, because you're giving everybody a voice. You're agreeing to agree.
Yes.
So that automatically is giving, it's not really normal that children have a voice.
Right.
And I feel like that's something that you're giving them at that young age, and that bolsters the self-esteem. And with having your own self-esteem creates people in the future that are not so insecure, and
Yes.
when people are really insecure, they demand their little fiefdom. They demand, in my little, I'm at my checkout counter, you have to do what I say.
Right.
Right.
And not only
You
that,
have
I mean,
your-
it's okay until they become a teenager. And then their job is to learn how to become an adult. But if they're still being treated as a child with no voice, then
Well, that's exactly what you just said. This is the whole shift away from that. You just said treated as a child, and
Mhm.
that is a fallacy. How should we treat a child? Is we should treat them as a fully grown human of the future. But that's
right.
in their early stages. They're
Yes.
just an
Right.
adult in their early stage, because here we are, we meet adults all the time, and even our own siblings, and we can get into the same old squabbles, and we just look at each other and like, okay, well, here we are back in the sandbox.
Right.
Right. Right. And
You
then
know?
people grow up in different sandboxes too. So
Right.
then, well, my sandbox is better than yours.
And some can be very violent. Some can be very
Mm.
violent sandboxes,
Mhm. Yep. Yep. Wonderful. Well, Karen,
Yes.
you are a genius.
Ah, nice.
God has given you an
So is
incredible
everybody.
life, Karen.
Right. Right.
You really need to share this legacy, Karen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I know, I do. And it feels with the gift of the one rule
Mhm.
that was like the capping point. And now it's like all packaged up and ready to go. And before that, there were some parts that weren't clear, weren't easy to share, to transmit, to help other people do. Because what I realized was, as some of the things I've done recently involve looking through my my original book, and I realized that I lived this one rule thing, only I didn't have a one rule. I didn't it, but that's how I related with my children and the children that I worked with.
Mhm.
And
Mhm.
and this morning I was thinking, like, just because I know this and lived it and did it and got amazing, wonderful results doing it, doesn't mean that there were not other aspects of how I did things that weren't so great. There definitely were. But this is so powerful, it overrides those. So I that's kind of, I guess, a message I wanted to put out, is that it doesn't matter if you're not like a perfect parent or, whatever, relating to kids. It doesn't matter. That's not what's required. That just follow the one rule and it takes care of all that. It anyway, that I was thinking about that this morning. Not
Mhm.
as fully as I'm saying it now. That's why I wasn't sure about how to go about sharing it, but it was definitely an awareness of mine.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah, I mean, it's like it's a healing process because within
yes,
it is respect and
yes,
agreement and giving the voice to people. So
yes,
if there was, a time when do as I say, do it because I said so. If something like that happens, then this kind of way can heal that.
yes,
Mhm.
yes, it does.
I mean, not that a parent shouldn't be able to tell the children what to do if it's, especially for their safety, but still, you know, the children need to grow into respect of the parents and appreciation of the parents, and they're not going to get there if they are not respected themselves.
Because one thing is that the adults are the models. And so if they want the respect, and the thing is that when you give that voice, you give that respect, you give, okay, for one thing, the love that you feel by nature gets transmitted also. But the other thing is that automatically the children give it back. It's just,
Right.
it just gets built into them. So
They really are like sponges. They're so sensitive, and so quickly their brains are developing, and those kinds of things.
right.
I'm really interested to hear about Batool, though. You're dealing
Yes.
with the school.
Yeah.
Because I'm not around children a lot these days. I'm thinking to do more with English classes, but I'm not sure if that will happen until the fall. Or I'm not sure what's going to happen in the fall. But Batool, are you there?
She's,
Yes,
oh, good. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah. I misread my picture here. Okay.
Do you
Well,
see this happening in the school, Batool? Do you see this having a place? I know when you're in a public education system, it's not always going to have a place to be implemented, or the opportunities are not always there. I don't know how it is there where you are.
Basically, uh, I can say that opportunities, we have to find ourselves. We have to make a situation in which, you know, we can benefit the parents, the children, because this pandemic, I don't know how long is going to go on and how the situation is going to go on. And parents and the children and teachers, education system, they have to adapt this thing, because in Pakistan over here, what the government is doing, sometimes they are going towards a lockdown, sometimes they are letting us open physically as well. So to keep a balance, we actually took our classes online, majority of the schools over here. So we did not want the kids to get disturbed. But we are, you know, catering those parents and those children who are unable to take benefit from these technical devices. So we are calling them at school as well. And yes, I believe there should be some activities, like mind activities more, which can, you know, relax the kids during this time of summer vacation, which can help them, because their well-being is disturbed too with overall this, all this situation. They were not used to this, and it's been almost now 2 years, I can say like that. So there should be some activities, and yes, some, they should be taught also. They should be given opportunities to do some mind exercises, games, interactive games, and physical, whatever is possible in your place, which you think can be done. So it should be done. The schools should, you know, take part in it, because educators play a very significant role at this time.
Yes.
So if somehow they can start calling kids to school for summer camps or some activities, so that will be a really good thing.
Ah, that's interesting. You brought the summer camps up. That's been something I've thought of here in the past. To be okay. One thing that's been coming into my mind a lot strongly is children learning these tools to, I mean, that's how I learned it, was with the children, and they used it amongst themselves. And so at one point, Batool and I started working on a curriculum. And so that's been weaved in there too. And I've been thinking recently that it could be very simple. It doesn't have to be a complicated thing. And it could be in the form of a game, either like a card type game or a board type game, or even an interactive type game where there's a problem, and the goal of the game is to find harmonious solutions to it. Like I was thinking, it could even be like the Women's Federation meeting that I was at, Sera, that I don't remember what they're called, but they broke out into breakout rooms, and and then came back together. And that's been in my mind for a long time too, and see now with people so familiar with Zoom, those kind of things can happen. Even Batool, we could figure out how to do that kind of thing with the children. So, they can do it with their brothers and sisters, since there may not be, or I don't know how expansive families, if cousins and other people can get involved. Anyway, so something could even be done that way, and especially if they're physically together. And it doesn't have to, it could be like a 15-minute or 30 minutes section where the people either like choose a problem or pick a problem out of a hat, or and then find one solution, maybe one problem, and everybody's trying to find different solutions, but agreeable solutions, or everybody has a different problem. I mean, there could be many variations on this problem, and find a solution and then share it, whether you share it by acting it out or just by telling, whether, anyway, these are just ideas that I've had in terms of sharing this. I think it could even work that way with families, with the parents and children, that it could be like a form of entertainment, but you're learning something really important at the same time. So
yeah, I like that. I mean, it could be just you have a deck of cards with different problems on it.
Right.
And then, and then in the back of the card, you have the steps. 1,
exactly.
Respect. 2, brainstorming. 3, going through the criteria. 4, coming up with solution. 5, practicing. And then they could have a role play practicing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that would be a simple way to do it. I mean, a board game is more complicated, but
much
I've seen
more.
these cards,
that would
I think even Divine Principle has cards somewhere. I don't know. I have a set somewhere.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I mean, Yeah,
Sounds,
make it fun.
yeah, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
Because the results are going to be fun for everybody, you know, to not to have to struggle and fight and to get what things going the way you want them to, that feel good for you and feel good for everybody that you're connected with. I mean, it's just
Right.
so much better, I think. So, and I
Yeah.
Yeah,
think
and
a
I think
lot of
even
people,
adult children could use it. Even adult children
yes,
could practice with it,
yes,
especially as they're preparing, thinking about having their own family and kinds of
yes,
ways of
nice.
communicating. Hmm.
Give them a lot
Yeah.
more confidence also to
Yes.
be able to
Definitely.
communicate, find ways of communication, find ways of
Right.
listening, learning how to be a listener, you
Hmm.
know.
Hmm.
Yes.
Yeah, beautiful.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. So
So Karen, how would we access this recording, for instance?
this recording is it's going to be on YouTube, and it is happening on Facebook Live, so you should be able to access it that way also.
Under Happy Kids Co. Facebook.
No, I think it's on mine, on
Karen Rice.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's how I started. Batool was showing me how to do things, and I just started that way. I've stuck to it, even though I've come across someone who I really like and trust, but who recommends that you do it on your like on the Happy Kids Co. page, not in the group, but on the page. But I just keep doing it the way I have been doing it. And I also put it up on YouTube. And that's under Karen Rice also.
Okay. Okay, great.
So, and the new website is going to be happykidsco.org. So,
Oh, okay.
but it's not ready yet. I'm having to learn a whole new thing for that, but it's happening. So
Awesome.
yeah.
Very beautiful.
Well, in about 5 minutes, I'm going to have to go.
Okay.
But I'll see if I can, get this out. I mean, people are really focused on the blessing and follow up. So the timing may be difficult, but maybe not. Maybe someone's interested to think about something else as well.
Right. Well, because it's not contrary to it, you know,
No, it's wonderful.
it's
Kind of,
complementary
yes.
Mm-hmm. Very much.
because chances are good that most people that that join together in that kind of relationship are going to have children. And if they prepare, like you were saying, to make this like a card game kind of, have that as the foundation, and practice, like you were bringing up, practice these skills so that when the children do come, then you have something to go on besides things which you may not have liked when you were a child.
Mhm.
So,
Right.
and
And even
also,
communication between parents too. I mean,
yes, yes, right,
okay, honey, can you, I'm getting really
exactly.
tired lately. Can you get up and do the 3 o'clock feed for me? Or what can we do about my fatigue?
Right. Yeah.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good thinking.
Mhm.
Yeah, because wow, that would be great if I just thought if the one rule card deck is something that gets given out to all with the blessing.
Oh, yeah, interesting. A gift.
Yeah, exactly.
A gift. And then we have a brother, Bento Leal, who wrote a book about communication in marriage, in couples.
Ah,
And he may be interested in working with you on that one too. That would be interesting, huh?
yeah,
Wow. Combo.
right.
I think
Yeah,
also many couples are actually also rededicating their marriage, and they may have the children there to, how can I say, like a ready audience to implement in a kind of like maybe school age kids,
right.
my kind of idea that
Yeah,
they'd be old enough to understand that this is a new thing that's happening to our family. Like mommy and daddy, they're blessing their marriage, and God is going to be at the center of our family. We're going to make an effort to understand more of the education about the blessing, about what means that God is with humankind, all the time. But that
right.
we're also able to do acts of goodness on behalf of God, God himself or herself. And then, so as a family, let's think about this card game, let's see what this can change in the way that we talk to each other or the way that we make decisions.
Right.
I can really feel that is a very, uh, you know, a happy outcome, a good potential.
Yeah,
Right. And God is present when there is unity.
Yeah.
yeah, it takes it.
Mm.
Yeah,
Nice.
wow.
Harmony. We have a song, Karen. Harmony can be a way of life. It can be a way of living. Harmony can be a way of life. It all starts out by giving.
Wow. Nice. Yeah, this feels really good and wholesome.
Batool, does it seem too much like pie in the sky?
Sorry. Yeah, I'm hearing. I'm hearing everything. I'm hearing you guys.
Is it all too theoretical? Is it all too idealistic? Do you feel that it's something that, because I feel like when you're in the classroom, sometimes there might be a different, I mean, I want to keep hopeful in it, but I've just been out of the classroom for a little while. And to put this in the hands of educators that are daily, in their daily routine. Anyhow, does it seem too theoretical? Does it seem unrealistic to you?
No, I don't think so.
Oh, good.
No. Why do you feel that?
I don't necessarily feel that, but sometimes I find that the ideal can be really easy to talk about, but then when you're really going out and talking to other people about it, you face a wall of skepticism, and you face a wall of, just, I'm comfortable in my gloomy sadness, so don't bother me. Do you know what I mean? Some
Yeah,
people can be very resistant. So
I'm going
I
to
was
say
curious.
goodbye.
Okay.
Thank you so
Bye.
much.
Bye. I
God
think I'm gonna
bless.
need to go too, but God bless.
Sarah,
Thank you. Bye-bye.
want-
Thank you.
I want to say one thing.
Okay.
This came out in terms of the letter creation too, and that is that if someone is not willing to use the one rule, it's saying to the other person, I only want things my way. You are not important.
Mm.
And most people, if they realize that, they're going to not want to do that with the people they love. They don't really want them to not be important. So that, to me, that's a little edge, you know, like a little, anyway, it's going to be in the letter too. So,
Oh, good.
because I think it's really significant. When I realized it when I was doing a session with someone, and it was about her 4-year-old daughter, and I realized that if she didn't include her daughter and what she needs and wants, then she was saying what you need and want doesn't matter. And she didn't want to do that. And I hadn't seen so clearly before how that works, but that's how it works. And when you do use it, you're saying just the opposite. You're saying, you matter to me. I love you. You're saying all these good things to that other person. So anyway, I just wanted to bring it in at this point. So
I think it comes also into the area of people's experience of being betrayed, and that they don't have a real they don't have a good experience of trust. And so even though they're trying to do what's best for somebody else, they're so afraid to trust, even to listen to their daughter or something, because I love her, that's why it has to be done this way. That's because I love her. You know, I can't trust that something might come out more than what I know. You know, that type of situation I feel is like in some societies, it's just, you know, top down, you know, that if you're the child, you listen to the parents, and that's being a good child. You know, you don't really have a lot of input. It's just, I mean, I'm not sure, but maybe actually all those societies, they do also have that time and place that the children are really encouraged to contribute, encouraged to have a part, play a part. I'm not talking about like the way I grew up, you know, Catholic school. You just basically did what you were told and you followed the rules, you know, but they also did have a good way to teach the children critical thinking, you know, like critical thinking skills, like Western style. It's like, what's the reason behind this? Why does this work this way? Why does this happen? Where did this come from? That kind of questioning mind, you know. But somehow I feel like that gets lost in our relationships, you know,
well, it's not traditional. You know, it's not my understanding of how we work that way is that the children absorb what's going on around them and take it and make it them part of who they are. And so
the adults don't see what they're doing also, like what you just said.
Yeah.
You know, me saying it has to be my way means I don't care about what you think.
Right.
Adults don't see that they're saying that.
I know. And the other thing that comes to my mind, Sarah, is that this is not, the one rule is not necessarily going to take all the world by storm. It will take a section of it. You know, people that are already doing it are going to be so glad to have it. People that are close to it are going to be so glad to have it. And it's going to go out like that, you know, it's going to go out.
Just like seeping.
Yeah,
seeping into the-
eventually, though, it is going to be everywhere. That is my intention. So that's what I'm putting out there, is that eventually, and to start where it's most welcomed and go from there, because people will see, they will, I mean, I know this for a fact, that when people are around other people where they're doing this and it's working, they wonder about it, you know, they get curious, they, you know, and then that's when the opening is starting, and they can, and especially if it's like a game, you know, so.
Well, that's great.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
A game is non-threatening. A game is fun. A game is, and if it also does the work,
Homework. Yeah.
yeah. So
That sounds great. I have to um, follow through on this at some point.
and the thing, you know, Sarah, I was thinking, if you can jot down some of your concerns, that can be really helpful for me, you know, really, because then I can address them. So
Yeah, and I don't know when this could take place, but even here in person in Las Vegas, can
yeah.
have a get together. Are you okay to meet in person, Karen?
Yes,
Okay.
no
Okay,
problem.
that would be nice.
Yeah, I would love it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that would be great.
Okay.
Okay, I
Sounds
think
good.
I'm gonna have to get off
Yeah,
now.
I have to too.
Okay, okay.
Okay.
Well, Batool, really happy to see you again or to hear you. and
Yeah,
miss
me
you.
too. She is muted also, so
Okay.
hopefully she hears.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
All
Goodbye
right.
for now. And
Bye.
see you next week.
Okay.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.
Okay, Miss Karen, nice talking to you. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
Oh, okay. Maybe we can connect.
Later on in anytime, inshallah.
Yeah, so like maybe could we do a Friday morning again?
I'll let you know because my schools are on these days.
Oh, right.
We are having our exams checking, so a lot of checking material is there with us. So I'll let you know on the messenger.
Okay.
We'll stay in
Well,
touch with the messenger.
I'll send the letter anyway, and you could.
Yeah, please do send me the letter. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. We'll
Okay.
start with that.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. Love
Okay,
you.
bye.
Bye.
Love you. Love. Bye bye.